I'm Peter Green. One of the most challenging things that students have to deal with in the first couple of years of playing are making smooth chord changes. I'm sure you've all heard it. You'll hear a beginning student play a chord and then stop and play the next one and stop and play the next one and so on and so forth. And while it might seem very easy to us who've played for years, for a beginner, it's quite difficult. Now, there are many technique tips that I could give you to help improve this, and we'll go over these in further videos. But today, I want to give you what I call my secret tip. And the reason I call it my secret tip is I've never seen it written down anywhere. Now, most beginners use books like, method books like Alford's, Mel Bay, Hal Leonard. Never in any of these books do they mention this tip. So that's why I'm convinced it must be some kind of secret. So when I was just playing there, could you tell what I was doing to make those chord changes smoother? And this is the interesting thing about it. Unless you really know what to listen for, you won't even hear it. Okay, so what is it? I'm going to tell you. If you're doing all down and up strokes, eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the last upstroke, you let go of the chord. That gives you time to get to the next chord. So watch this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Do you see what I'm doing? Sometimes I demonstrate it to my students in this way. I'll lift my fingers clean off the neck. I wouldn't do that in normal playing, but just so you see what I'm doing. The interesting thing about this is if you listen to many recorded tracks of acoustic guitar strumming, you're going to hear this. You're going to hear that one strum where the strings are all open. But again, you'd never notice it if you didn't know what to listen for. So see if you can hear it now. See? It's very subtle. Now, I will admit this won't work in certain keys, some of the flat keys and other things, but you'll be surprised at how many keys it actually does work in and how many chords that it works well with. So when you're trying to change, the idea is that you're giving yourself a little bit of a break before you go to the next chord. You can't just play a chord and do this. You know, you're not like the Flash, where you can just instantly go to the next one. It doesn't work that way. You need a little bit of a time to get to the next chord. So I want you to try that. And like when you try any new technique, do it very slowly. Nice and slowly. Count to yourself 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on 4 end, release the chord, and that'll give you that split second to get to the next chord. And see if that doesn't improve your chord changes and make them smoother and make them flow better. Okay? As I said, there's a lot of other tips I can give you too, but we're just tackling that one for today. If you enjoyed this video, please ring the bell and subscribe to my channel. It will help me get things off the ground, and I very much appreciate it. And we'll be getting you another video out very shortly. Thanks very much.